Okay. And you can see it just fine, right?
Yep.
Cool. So let's restore our old game. We're in the lab. So, hi everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Quest with DNM. It's me, Dia, and I'm here with M. M, say hi.
Hi. We're here in the lab.
We're here in the lab. Um, this lab is very entertaining because I feel like this is a painting that a background painting that Sierra has repeated multiple times throughout like their VGA era. Like the vibes, just like the actual like kind of blocking of it is so reminiscent of like, I think it's like the evil wizard who kidnaps your whole family in King's Quest V is the same like blocking for it, and then like again in King's Quest 3 actually I think actually uses this for the evil lab, but it shows up a couple times. But I like this era of like the VGA background painting. This is just fun for me. There's something about these like dusty textures that it's just fun. I think the VGA, they play the VGA really well with this kind of muted tone. But we got stuff here, Em.
Yeah.
What are we gonna click on first? We click on, see what's going on here. Specimen jars containing grotesque examples of misapplied genetic engineering line one wall of the laboratory. That's pretty good.
Check the green one before we give up on those specimens. It's a different color.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing.
Same thing.
Oh, that one opened its eye. That's fucked up.
Oh, that is fucked up. This appears to be some kind of genetic research laboratory. Advanced machinery, experiment cages, and specimen containers containing bizarre creatures are found throughout the room. Let's go over here and press a button. Well.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Okay, I was like, I would not have done that.
Looks like you really lost your head this time. That was like what I think the first like really good death animation we've gotten out of this game.
I like the fly being pinned down.
The fly was good too. Yeah.
Go, click the thing underneath the little like shoot looking ornate thing. Like no, right under the glowy cages.
Oh, right under
There's
the
like that, yeah, that like fender looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. No.
It's not clickable.
No, that's not click. Not here. Not
Okay.
here.
That's fine. I just wanted to know.
This specimen cage is empty. It won't let me click it. This specimen cage is empty. This specimen cage is empty. A small whirring noise emanates from this cage.
It's one of the phantasm brain drillers.
God. I watched like half of one of those and I never watched another one. I really like feel like I missed something.
They're good. They end up they keep making them. It's like one guy, that's why they're good and interesting, but like he just gets less budget and everyone gets older every time, which has its charms, but then like crests of inflection point where it becomes kind of sad.
Like
did we open that top one?
No, we didn't.
That's not the one we climbed into. Okay.
The whirring one, no, the bottom one. I was just gonna go look at a dim shape, slightly darker than the surrounding shadows, huddles in the back of this cage. Let's try the whirring one. Oh.
Wow. Okay, we're just dead.
We could have come up with a better ending for that. Yeah. Come on. Okay, so nothing there. So let's look at this thing. I guess. This appears to be some kind of. Okay. Yeah. No. All right. Well, fine. That will not be any help. Get closer first. Okay. Fine.
Seems really fussy about when you get to use your verbs.
Yeah. It's like a giant ATM machine. Oh. A pair of liquid nitrogen canisters. Perhaps they could be used against the pucoids.
Oh, we're gonna shatter Quirk. Quirk? Is that the guy's name?
Quirk, yeah.
I always think of Quark because Quark's from Ratchet and Clank. He's a cool guy.
Yeah. Actually. Okay, well, we got that. I guess that's it here.
That might be. I mean, all we needed was something to fight the pucoids with, so we can go back and fuck them up.
Yeah. I guess we have to put the card back in to get out. No? Okay, maybe not. Do we just walk?
Game.
What did you find, Captain? I discovered that pucoids have a critical weakness. They can't stand the cold. Extremely low temperature temporarily halts the molecular action of the primordial soup that causes the mutations. Does it reverse the process? I'm afraid not, but at least it's better than nothing. Did you find anything else? I found a couple of canisters of liquid nitrogen. Great, give 'em here. Maybe I can rig something up to use against the pucoid critters. I sure hope so, Cliffy. Well, Captain, I think we've done all we can here for now. Let's head back to the ship. Well, Captain, what do you want to do now? I want to
be back. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck this place.
When the game tells you you're done, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's it. Boom, you're out. Okay. What are we doing here? There's gotta be some way to help Beatrice, Cliffy. I really can't think of anything offhand, sir. What's your beastie so excited about? Uh-oh. I think he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy? He's jumping on the cryo chamber. Is that it, Spike? You want us to jump on the cryo chamber? I don't think so, sir. Now he's jumping on the transporter. What do you think he's trying to tell us, Captain? We should jump on the cryo chamber and then jump on the transporter. Somebody fell down the well. The mill's on fire. We should initiate a manual control bypass to reverse the phase polarity of the interface grid and then use the transporter to reintegrate Beatrice's DNA molecules.
That one.
Yeah, clearly. You know, it just might work. Good boy, Spikey. Get the ambassador ready, sir. I'll man the transporter. I think we used the animation of him putting him away just to then go back to put it over in the jar.
Yeah. I guess we have to dethaw her, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. We gotta... Son of a bitch. She's going to pieces for you, Raj. Beatrice really went to pieces on you. She now lies scattered on the floor in handy bite-sized chunks. Son of a bitch.
Well, now we gotta go get the canisters again.
That's... Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
Nobody cares.
I think the thing that's frustrating about like kind of these games is like when you waste your time in this manner is it like this one feels like you deliberately padded it out because it's like, okay, I clicked a hand on the cryo tube. I clearly wanted to go look at the panel.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want Roger to just automatically start opening her up. Okay, yeah, come on. Oh my god.
Also, a modern game would quick save whenever you change location, so it wouldn't be that laborious anyway.
Not even that modern of a game. Oblivion was doing it tonight. You know, it's
yes.
just like click, 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 click.
Oh, no way to speed this shit up, unfortunately.
I gotta say, I was
save before you touch the tube, just in case.
Yeah. Listening to the most recent abnormal mapping, I like the part where you have announced that you know, you would choose to be king in the Dragon Quest universe if you had to pick a role.
Jackson was so incensed about this. I feel like, and I'm not disparaging anyone here. I'm just saying that I don't think Jackson has the aptitude to be king, and I think I do.
No, Jackson could never be king. They're far too soft to be king. But also, I just appreciate that Jackson was surprised by this when it's like, are you kidding me? Em is already, you know, you have already repeatedly said multiple times, you know, that you are an ideal Starfleet captain.
Are you saying that Starfleet captains and kings are synonymous?
No, but I'm saying that there is a degree of egomania that is required to be the person that says, I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect it personally, but you know,
Look at the timer. I think it's defrost still 10, but let's double check.
let's
Yeah,
see.
10 seconds
Yeah,
defrost.
ambassador defrost, 10 seconds. So, do defrost. Start. I miss when microwaves had like the like weird little like instruction guide on them.
Oh yeah, mine has a whole book that we have to keep on top of the microwave in case you need to do something weird.
You successfully defrosted B. There's not much time to savor, so whatever you're going to do it quick. Oh, girl, you got bad skin.
Well, she's melting,
I know.
so fair enough. We're gonna fix it.
Make it so, Cliffy. Okay, Captain, in just a minute. I got to make some minor delicate micro adjustments to the transporter. Oh, B, I thought you were puke for sure. So did I. I feel weak. I need to rest. No problem. I'll tuck you back into cryo so you can recuperate. Okay, but I've just got one question for you guys. What happened to my underwear? Burp. Excuse me, Roger.
Wait, did they beam it into her stomach? Is that the implication?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's weird. That's fucking weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a weird gag. I don't.
Do you need to refreeze her or?
I guess not. Beastly has been recovered from our ordeal, so I guess.
She's just chilling.
Yeah, she's just chilling. Okay. Well, let's save so we never have to do that again.
I never want to see that shot of him holding her again.
There's just, there's a lot of like, animation that we can't just quit through.
That's correct.
So, we're not gonna fuck with it. All right, I guess we're going back to the.
Yeah.
Unless someone says something to us. No.
No. So we're going to that one place whose name I do not recall.
Not Clorox 2.
No, not Clorox. What was after Clorox?
Tarkus, Ezekiel, Tarkus.
That sounds correct.
Let's see. Come on, zoom in. Okay. Thrakus.
There we go.
Thrakus. I think that was Thrakus.
Yeah.
And of course. So that is 53284. Coordinates locked in, sir. Okay, let's light speed it there. Drool.
Just thinking about Polyshore Drool. I've been thinking about the Polyshore Drool for the last 4 days. I think we got something here.
I know. I agree.
How annoyed do you think he is that he has this like extra thumb, but like the controls clearly do not accommodate it? Just wasted thumb.
Yeah. God, that just reminded me of fucking Exo Squad.
Okay.
Because they've got
why Exo?
They've got the weird. They got the hand like that.
You gotta. Okay,
Yeah.
you are. I guess they do. It's been a while since I watched.
They
Exo
do, but they've
Squad.
got like Simpson fingers.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so let's, I guess, hail ship. No. Okay, communication still being jammed. Okay, heavy jamming at all frequencies.
Should we raise shields maybe?
Shields are already up.
All right. This is where can we click one of the top things maybe? Like the screens. Yeah. Those top panels give us stuff sometimes. Like Cliffy's on the left one, I think.
Yeah. You rang? Oh, can we cloak the ship? Yes, Captain, right away.
Forgot we had a cloak.
Anything else, Captain? We finished putting WD-40 back together and reprogrammed it to perform as a science officer. You can now reach it through the science station on your comm panel. No, okay, I guess that's it.
I guess we could talk to her. She's not been useful yet.
What function may I assist you with, Captain? Oh, scan for ships. Indeterminate reading, sir. If there are any ships within scanning range, they're jamming us. Recommendation. I recommend we proceed with caution, sir. Fully functional. My circuits are okay. I don't care about you. Scan planet. Is highly tested for it. Okay. Blah blah blah. That's all.
Do you want to know what we gotta do next?
Yeah.
Before you touch the self-destruct, or the fuck that is, we need to go into the lab and talk to WD-40.
Our lab or the lab on the last
No,
planet?
like our lab. Our lab.
Okay.
Because apparently she's going to give us coordinates.
Oh. Because the game communicates that so well.
Yes, yes.
Can you give me an analysis on our best course of action now that we have the cloaking device WD-40? I recommend that we attempt to board and take the Goliath. If we achieve surprise, we can cure a portion of the Goliath crew with the ship's transporter and enlist their aid before the rest of the pucoids can react. Sounds risky. I calculate a 29% chance of success, but there's a 93% chance that the Goliath could destroy the Star Confederation if we cannot prevent her from reaching the frontier. And just how in the Pleiades am I supposed to get over there? The Goliath shields will probably block our transporter. The only remaining option is to use the Eva pod, Captain Wilco. It is small enough to avoid attracting attention. Once you attach to the Goliath and cut through her follow, you can sneak up to the bridge and shut down the shields, and Cliffy and I can join you and affect the rest of the plan. Assuming I try this crazy stunt, where should I land the pod? My databanks do not possess that information, sir, but I have calculated an 83.7% chance that Cliffy will have that information.
Well, she didn't give us the coordinates. Weird.
No. Cliffy's too engrossed in what he's doing to talk to you. Maybe we don't need the coordinates yet.
Yeah.
But
talk to her. I mean, I know the coordinates we have to put in because I looked this up, but I'm curious how we're supposed to find them.
Okay, yeah.
Is the Goliath in your list of destinations?
Thackrus, KU, Lakasutu, Gingivitis, Monostat 7, Clarox, Glangularis, Commodore LX4, Spacebar, PU, and Spittoon. No.
Okay. Well, I just know what they are if we just want to go there. I don't know what the logic chain here is.
Yeah.
Maybe when we get to the bridge, someone will
I think maybe we can call
know.
Cliffy when we get to the bridge.
Yeah. Call WD-40 when we get to the bridge.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, call her.
No recommendation. Okay, well maybe I just
Yeah, I don't know what the logic chain is on how to get the coordinates for the Goliath.
Yeah. Cliffy, what are you doing, Cliffy?
Yeah, nothing here is like, this is why you know to go to this place.
Uh-huh.
First in the bridge, like, drool. Huh, yeah, I cannot find the logic chain here.
This is very entertaining. I wonder if this is where I quit the game.
I mean, I know where we're going.
Okay, so we can't even use the Evapod, so that's interesting. Okay, let's try the elevator door.
So, two different guides say we're going to two different locations. They have the same number we put in, though. That's weird.
That's really interesting. What number is it?
81100. One guide says it's gingivitis. One side guide says it's Commodore 64.
That's interesting because this, the one I'm looking at says it's gingivitis, which is just like the list of all of the copy protection ones.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, but let's lay in a course anyway. 81100. We'll see where we end up.
If you know why we're supposed to know to go here, let me know.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Light speed.
Yeah. I'm just. Wait,
did he say we can't do it while cloaked? He said we couldn't do it.
Oh, we can do it while cloaked. Yeah. No, that's right. There we go.
But I would cloak when we get back because they're gonna shoot us if they're here.
I feel like we should be able to cloak and warp.
That's true.
That's
in
just
Star
me.
Trek. It's shields you can't raise when you're cloaked.
Yeah. All right. We're approaching a regular speed. Maybe while we're doing that, we'll get Cliffy to cloak the ship.
And fire weapons.
Oh.
Can't do any of that.
We're approaching planet Gingivitis. Sensors have detected the presence of the Goliath in the area, Captain Wilco. My calculations indicate the Goliath will be in visual range in approximately 10 seconds.
On some level, maybe they just expect you to try to visit everywhere.
Right? Yeah, that seems like what the plan is there. Hey, Captain, get your tail down here to the lab. I got something you might want to take a look at.
Is it a freeze gun?
I bet it is. I like that we didn't have to then engage with the, pause the slow the ship down, get it in orbit.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Nice.
Captain, I've been making a few scans of the Goliath and I've come up with some interesting information. Oh, really? Like what? Well, our scans show that the mutated crew of the Goliath is not spread evenly through the various sections of the ship as it normally would be. The engineering space is almost completely deserted, for example. So? Well, if you were to enter the ship at that location, you would stand a good chance of getting aboard undetected. By saying you pretty much mean me, don't you, Cliffy? Of course, sir. Once you got aboard, you could sneak up to the bridge power conduits and shut off the Goliath shields. What good would that do? Well, maybe WD-40 could beam over and incapacitate the crew. Then I could zip over on and set up something like we did for the ambassador with their transporter. The big exit button. Okay, then.
All right. I guess we're going to go over there.
Okay. Yeah,
same shit.
Same shit. Let's do it.
Save before we get in that pod, because you know how this is going to go.
We might make it.
Yeah, save anyway.
In the first go. We're gonna do a great job. Yeah, no, I will. Because I don't want to have to do all of that again. Nothing else. Just racking up the points.
Yep.
How many was this? 5,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Use the hand icon to indicate the position on the Goliath's hull you wish to dock at.
I assume, like, right there, yeah. Okay. I would have been a little close to the engines, but
yeah,
it is around where Cliffy said, so. We have that laser welder, right? No?
Yeah.
Never mind. Oh, we do.
Oh, okay. Open the pod bay door first. I'm really surprised they didn't make this into a little mini game.
Yes.
Having expended the Lord Store's power cutting through the Goliath's super hard hull, you decide to leave the spent and bulky tool in the Eva pod. And climb through. Yay, look at that. Okay, save.
One of the weirdest functions of the Resident Evil remakes, which I've been playing, is when you use up a key or like an item, it's like, oh, you no longer need the like armor key sort of thing. They don't automatically remove it from your inventory. You have to choose to discard it. It's really weird.
That's so strange.
It has a mark on the inventory that's like, this is used up, you don't need it anymore, but you have to choose to dispose of it.
Yeah.
And I don't know why they made that choice.
Yeah, because like most things, if you don't need it again, they just get rid of it.
Did you save while I was talking? I was
son of a bitch. Oh. Boy, they were all over you like flies on Earth. Sorry, you're probably still sensitive about the fly thing. I did save it.
Okay, good, amazing.
Yeah. So he just really knew right away, but he doesn't know that I'm right here right now.
No.
Okay, sure.
Just gotta wait for him to leave.
I guess so.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here. Don't go that way, obviously. That sucks.
This the whole like making me walk all the way up to it to like press buttons.
Yes.
Drive offline. Okay, well.
Do we need to put
the distributor cap.
Oh, right.
It gets a little angry face. The warp distributor cap snaps into its receptacle with a quiet click, and the Goliath star drive reawakens from its slumber.
Now it's happy.
Yeah, it's happy. Now they can warp now.
I don't really know why that's important.
Yeah.
I guess we have to like take it. We're probably flying it, like setting a course out of.
Son of a bitch.
Just a box.
Huh?
That's what the guards say, and he's like, "Oh, it's just a box."
Just a box. And then he went away. Let's see what happens here. I wonder if he'll notice me standing up here. Okay, now. Gonna save it right here.
Let's book it. I can't believe that worked.
Yep. Okay. There we go. Just right across. Halt! Oh. Okay, fine.
Not that way. Go down.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Oh, shit. And it crashed.
This is when we make sure the recording's good.
You could do that.
Potentially start a new one.
Let's actually, you know what? We'll just do that. Really funny. We've just been doing it. But that's how it is sometimes. Sometimes you just need to crank it. Okay, so let's restore old game. Someone should restore old game if you ask me. Okay, speed, we'll turn it down part of the way. Okay.
So wait, before we start, I would go back to the right into the other room and then back out here to reset the global timer. Fuck. That's not the way. We can't do that.
It crashed again.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Okay. Well, let's...
It's gonna be really funny if we can't actually get past this part.
That's it. This is how it is. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Okay, send it over to you. I'm recording. Let's go. Store old game. Store. What do we we have nothing. We have nothing of use is the interesting thing here.
Yeah.
Nope, halt.
I feel like we clearly just have to go the right direction and we won't get shot.
Yeah.
Really honestly, I'm just looking up a video to see where we're going.
A nearby door gives the false impression it'll be easy to exit this corridor in a normal manner. It looks like
Correct.
you were in. Well, you're just in. Okay. Gentle breeze wafts through the. Okay. Well, I could go back in here at least.
Okay. You need to hand the middle like grating where the gentle breeze is wafting up.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
This is stupid.
Oh no! It's a fucking maze! I know the interface anywhere. I hate them so much.
The ending of Willy Beamish involved a actually kind of a rapid maze.
How are you supposed to know where to go? We haven't gotten a single fucking clue on where to go.
No. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Can't go that way.
Okay, so it's like you're literally got to trial and error the maze.
Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a branch. Let's go this way.
Well, I'm gonna let you do that until you get bored, and I'll tell you what the solution is.
This is level 8.
I hate this. This is the worst part of video games. Yeah, we have to get to the second floor for the record.
Well, let's climb up.
Yeah, I know that's our goal. This is not going to get us all the way there, but it'll get us to.
Hey, we went level 6. That's.
You want to save?
Yeah, I guess I want to save. This Roger.
I guess this is not like. It's not killing you, so you can just kind of fuck around, right, until you figure it out.
I guess so. I mean, I'm sure there's some point something will kill me.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Like, so many games by this point have gotten over the crawling, like the maze thing, and yet here we are with a fucking maze. There's like a low-key maze in Gabriel Knight 2 Beast Within at the very end, where you're being chased, and it's like just absolutely intolerable. And it's like
oh, go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like I just remember like getting to it and it's like I thought we were past this by this point.
Portopia Serial Murder Case, a game I like a lot, has an intolerable maze in the basement of a scientist lab. It's late period of the game, and there's just like there is no clue on how to get to the maze other than you try it a bunch and see if you can figure it out.
Yep.
Do you just want the solution?
Yeah, I want the solution. This is
okay. Load Goliath 2. So I know we're starting from the neutral position of we just got there.
Okay.
We're going south. Then we're going west. Then we're going north twice. Then east. Then north twice. And that should bring us to another shaft. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that to switch to
the
walking.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Good news.
We're halfway through.
It's the bad news that we're only halfway through. Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, the bad news is that there's 4 of these sections.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's so rude. That's
Looks like you've been spreading yourself a bit thin lately. Perhaps you'd like to try one of our less challenging games like Mixed Up Mother Goose. That's not one of your games, Dynamics.
Now we know not to dawdle in the shaft.
Never dawdle in the shaft.
South.
I actually think I remember it, believe it or not. So it's south and then west.
Yes.
And then north twice.
Yes.
And then east and then north twice.
Yes. That's correct.
Wow, that's like the most I have used my memory in like successfully in 10 years.
You got to keep up with your fish.
Get in there, Roger. Okay, level 4.
You want to try it, or you just want me to tell you?
Tell me, because I'm not.
South. West. North twice.
Really?
It's different after that. West twice.
Oh, okay.
North twice. And then we're going to have another shaft, so.
Okay, I'm going to save here.
South twice. West. South. Welcome to our Goonies 2 Let's Play. East.
No, 'cause
And
Goonies,
south.
the rest of Goonies 2 is actually really good.
Yes, I know.
Oh, look, there's
a
thing.
panel.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. There is only like 5 more paragraphs of direction in this game. So
That's
we're very close to the end.
incredible. Shield deactivation switch.
I'm not looking at them, so we'll have to do this on our own.
Oh, look at that. Welcome aboard, Captain. Welcome. Betty, you can't stay, but I'm afraid you won't be with us very much longer. I won't go down without a fight, Quirk. I know Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo, Judo, and several other Chinese words.
God, Roger.
There's no escape for you this time, young broom jockey. Your fate is sealed. Not this time, Quirk. Now the foot's in the other shoe. You're toast. Freeze, scum. Oh, we got freeze titties.
It's Mazinger Z over here.
I've temporarily frozen with my new liquid nitrogen blasters. We must quickly make our way to the transfuder room where Cliffy waits. Oh, here we are. Captain, I've got the transporter all set up to separate the primordial soup from the Goliath's crew. Quick, hide. Not like that, Captain. Hide over there behind the bulkhead and give me a signal as soon as the pucoids are in position.
You mean on that little out? Okay, yeah, sure, he does mean that.
I guess this is actually, you know what? I need to save. How do I give him a signal, you think? You think command?
Yeah, probably.
Just one slow motherfucker. Oh no, the son of a bitch. Okay, fine.
Maybe we'll could you try waving? Yeah, that guy's not on.
Yeah, he's not on.
Yeah, I guess wait a little longer, see what happens. But if that doesn't happen, maybe a non-verbal cue is necessary.
There we go.
No, never mind. Fuck them.
Yeah. That's gotta, Captain. I beamed all the pucoid material from the crew out into space.
Why is it playing the death music, though?
But what about Quirk? He's not here. I just stopped doing close-up face. This is Captain Wilco. Go ahead, Eureka. Captain, thank heavens, we were beginning to worry. I'm all right, Flo. We managed to cure what's left of the Goliath crew, but there's no sign of Quirk. Wait, Captain, I've just detected a shuttle launch from the Goliath.
Or is he gonna become a giant quirk?
I see it, Flo. Looks like Quirk's trying to make a run for it. Oh. Holy hockey pucks. He's heading straight for the blob.
Hell yeah.
Uh-oh, this looks bad. Very bad. I think we're in trouble. Is there anything I can do, Captain? Call Cliffy, tell him to beam me over to Eureka. Don't worry about it, Flo. I'm going to fire up the Goliath's phaser banks and zap that Quirkoid blob creature into puke fritters. I think we can ride it out. This blob thing doesn't look that dangerous.
The middle one. It's definitely the middle one.
I wanna click this one, though.
Okay, you can, sure.
I can't, because if I click it, I can't. I'll have to reload.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't want to sit through this again.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, Captain. Good luck. Eureka out. Okay, here we go. Now I wonder which one of these thingamabobs fires the lasers.
Oh. That was not the answer.
That was not the answer. Some space hero you are. Sheesh, you couldn't adventure yourself out of a damp cellulose container without third-party intervention. Ah, son of a bitch. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I can't believe we have to watch this whole fucking thing. Well, I would assume we need to beam back, but if you want to write it out and see us die... Oh, actually, it'll just be the same thing again. Don't...
Yeah, I'm not... It's...
We just need to beam the hell out of here. And then maybe we get to use the little fire control on our ship.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cliffy says he's locked on to you and standing by. Energize. Okay.
Can we save now?
Captain, get up here quick. The Pukewood's blob is attacking the Goliath.
Oh, we can, thank Christ.
Yeah. Okay.
Drool. Now is not the time.
The Goliath's hull is near structuring failure, Captain. If she's gonna implode, we don't do something. All right.
Is it the red button?
Red button. Oh no, it's self-destruct.
Oh. Damn.
I gotta talk to Cliff.
Fire.
Fire. Aye, sir. Decloaking, sir. Locking weapons. Eat plasma, blob face.
Sick. Well.
There's nowhere to hide, Captain. Raise shields. Shields are already up, sir. Okay.
Now we're gonna set the self-destruct.
Okay. Well,
because we're gonna leave. We're gonna abandon the ship.
It needs to glom onto us first, I think.
He's glomming. He's glomming.
Is he glomming?
This is just like Star Trek 3. I know how this works.
Oh, there we go.
The ship.
It's just like Star Trek. Dude,
yeah, you gotta do it way faster.
Okay. Yeah. What if we cloak?
I don't think that's gonna work, but you can try it if you want.
No, it's not gonna work.
We decloak to fire. Like the minute we fire, we decloak. So
there's no Cliffy anyway. So
bomb time.
Yeah.
10 minutes. They're like, well, time to go.
I'm sure you're gonna have a blast, Captain, but we've got to run.
Oh. So we gotta stop him somehow.
Yeah.
Could we try the like trash retrieval system?
Oh god.
Can we like hold him for 10 minutes?
You're right. You're right. I bet that's it.
We only have so many options.
Because
so if that doesn't work.
it's trash.
Yeah, because he's puke. I feel like puke is a singularly 90s word to me.
It really is.
We're trial and erroring this just fine.
Yeah, you're doing great. This is Dark Souls. There we go.
Oh yeah, that's points.
Don't vacuum up puke unless you have a wet vac.
Okay, now set the self-destruct.
I got the blob aboard, sir. Containment fields are holding at 200% capacity, but they won't last long. We're losing power, sure. The ship's gonna fall apart any minute. Boom.
Chicken. Astro chicken.
Egg timer. You ever saw an egg timer that's shaped like an egg? You're a brave man, Captain. In case you don't make it out of here, I want you to know that except with the few other incidents, which I don't go into right now, it's been an honor serving with you.
Alright, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's do it.
Make sure we grab a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
She's banging on the door. Make sure we grab our little buddy, too.
Phew, I'm glad to get out of there. How come all those pretty lights are flashing? What's going on? Not much, except that the Eureka has sucked up a giant pucoid blob creature and is about to self-destruct. That's nice. I think you're still a bit woozy, Bee. Whatever you say, dear.
Alright, let's go. Let's get the hell out of here. Fuck this ship. The ship sucked. Well, that's a bad sign.
Dang, this piece must have blown a circuit or something. Oh, okay, don't.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta go swap a fuse. You know we gotta swap a fuse. The thing that has not been important this entire fucking game.
Yep. Yep.
Video games.
Oh, he's getting out.
Yeah.
Okay. Lighting. Main transporter power coupling. Okay, and so
that's the middle front one. Yeah, that's points. Let's go.
Oh. Yuck! The giant pus-oozing blob has burst through the trash containment hatchway. You're literally up to your knees in it now. Literally. Oh. What are we gonna do?
Just go. Just go. Just book it.
Okay. Whoa, that was close. I'd hate to try that again. I'm not sure if the transporter is working right. You better go first, Bee. Oh, Roger, you're so self-sacrificing. Good, she didn't get killed. I guess the transporter checks out.
Every time. All right, yeah.
Yeah, every time.
We're at 4980 though, so this is it.
Drool, get us out of here. Flo, call Scarcon and tell what had happened.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Congratulations, crew. A job well done. You deserve most of the credit, sir. Yeah, without you, we'd never have beat those puked out mutants. Oh, Roger, you're the greatest. I can't believe I ever doubted you. Laying a course for Starbase 22, Drool. Prepare to make the jump to heinous speed. Buckle up, everybody. Engage. Congratulations, you vaporized the blobulous personification of the villainous Captain Quirk, saving countless lives from its menace. Fighting back the tremendous urge to plot a course to Disneyland, Roger and his loyal crew make their way back to StarCon. And so ends another chapter in the continuing adventures of Roger Wilco. Stay tuned for the future episodes of our courageous custodian and his crew as they continue their quest to clean up where others have gone before.
We did it.
There we did it. Finally.
What a weird game.
That was, yeah. What a weird kind of just rushed sort of ending, though.
I feel like you could fix Space Quest.
This is your next job after Starfleet Captain King. It's the one who can fix Space Quest.
It's like really simple and it's like really obvious, and I don't know why no one thought about it. The problem here is that Roger's not likable, yet they think he has to end every story being the cool guy. And I'm like, you just got to look at what the other guys are doing over there with Guybrush Threepwood to figure out how to fix this guy instantly. You just make him a space Guybrush. Done. Solved.
I don't think Sierra ever understood what Guybrush, why Guybrush works. Like, I think if anything, they looked at Guybrush and thought, what the fuck is wrong with people at LucasArts?
The thing with Guybrush is he's very sweet, he's very stupid, and his victories never come with people acknowledging that he's cool, right?
Yeah.
And that's important.
Like, the coolest moment Guybrush ever gets is when he gets, wow, it just crashes into the desktop. Just like that. Just boom. Just get the fuck out of here. Not even back to like a menu or anything.
It's fine. We'll keep going.
Yeah. That's just
podcast. It's now a podcast.
It's just a podcast. Well, that was yeah, no, you're 100% right about how you fix Space Quest, and that is that you need Guybrush Threepwood, but I think you also need the writers who would conceive of Guybrush Threepwood to write Space Quest.
Who owns Sierra now?
Sprint.
I don't think that's true. I really don't think that's true.
I don't actually know who owns Sierra now.
Because I'm like, who owns the Space Quest IP that could do something here? You know?
Man, yeah, that's a good question.
They're dissolved. Last person who held them was Activision in 2008. Sierra continued to operate Vivendi game merger with Activision in 2008, but was shut down later that year. Sierra brand was revived in 2014, re-released old games and some independent games. That's, I think, when that new King's Quest came out. As part of that. So Activision owns them, which means nothing. Nothing's ever going to happen.
No.
If the UK lawmakers had not stood in the way, we could have had Double Fine Space Quest revival. Was never going to happen.
God, if the UK lawmakers. Maybe they saved us from a horrible tragedy, though.
Which is?
Space Quest, really the entire Sierra library becoming cosmetic DLC for Call of Duty.
Oh. I was thinking about a rare Space Quest, which would also be the worst idea ever made.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, Rare doesn't make video games anymore, no. So that's a moot point.
Neither does Sierra, so
that's true.
It's a match made right there.
I just think of I think if someone who wasn't the people who made this, who clearly have lost the plot, the guy who's remaining has lost the plot on Space Quest. Not that they have ever had a great. Problem is, I don't think Space Quest is ever that good, and it's just gotten worse, so that's a problem. I'm surprised. I feel like someone else could come to this and fix it. I think there's meat on the bone of funny space adventure game.
Well, it's funny because I remember there are a number of space adventure games that are they're not Space Quest, they're not Sierra games, they're not from what I remember from even Zach McCracken and the Alien Mindbender, the problem there was they had overly gamified space travel with regard to, I think it was like fuel. And you could run out having gotten lost on like various planets and gone to
Mhm.
the wrong planet and basically couldn't get fuel, and then you were just stuck and you'd have to start over. But like I remember Zach McCracken being like pretty great beyond that. Um, yeah. There's got to be a solid, example of of what Space Quest could have been, uh, contemporary with Space Quest. I refuse to believe that it never happened.
Yeah.
Maybe Space Quest 6 is where it happens.
I kind of doubt it, but it's possible. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible. You never know. Maybe they got different writers for it. I actually don't.
Yeah.
I know next to nothing about Space Quest 6, other than at the time there was like a whole thing about how you need to like underclock your processor to run it. If you had like better than a Pentium 1.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some puzzles that are specifically keyed to clock timings.
Do you think the way the Pucoid like crud was rendered was influenced by the Super Mario Brothers film that also released in 1993? Because it kind of looks like the fungus in Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, it kind of did. Um, or did that come from somewhere else? Like, that's
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is like, did these just arise naturally as an in reference to something else? No
it's
idea.
it's weird because like okay, we didn't really commit to the Star Trek thing. We didn't really commit to the Toxic Avenger thing either. We never really do anything with the Pucoids all that much.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that like we never really even have like kind of a successful kind of battle with Quirk. He just becomes the trash blob, and that's it. Blow up the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like they're tired with Roger Wilco even at this point.
Yes. That's because they never made the time to like make a character people relate to. There's nothing to root for with Roger. He's a buffoon, um, who's like dumb in like not a like fun, charming way. He doesn't have like innocence to him. He's just annoying.
I think a lot about when there's like an unlikable character that someone spends a large portion of their career with.
Mm-hmm.
I always go back to like when I first read Madame Bovary, which
Mm-hmm.
is like Flaubert looking at all of his friends and just being just exasperated by them and their like disastrous lives of like fucking and sucking and drinking and like going off into the wilderness, and spending the money that's not theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And then just being like, I'm going to write a book about how this is calamity, and I'm going to spend 10 years writing a character that I hate. And
Yes.
like, and I think about like, why would anyone do that when you could clearly choose the opposite? At least in the case of Madame Bovary, we get something that is charming and delightful and deeply funny at times, and also very well written. With Space Quest, we just get two guys from Andromeda who, well, I guess predominantly one guy from Andromeda, who spend over a decade of their life thinking about this character that's just like, I don't think they like him very much either.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I think they don't care for their creation. It's just like, let's make a bumbling Captain Kirk kind of guy. Ooh, he's a janitor. What? Why would you do this? This is folly.
Yeah. I mean, the obvious like in there is Roger Wilco is like the common man in a space adventure where he doesn't really understand any of the highfalutin and Starfleet stuff. The thing is, everyone else has to be hyper competent, and then his bumblingness feels charming and like a thumbing your nose at the authority that be right. This is I mean, Star Trek gets most of its humor out of this exact thing. And Star Wars too. Like everyone's very self-serious, and then the droids come through, and Luke's an idiot, and it's charming,
Everyone
And
loves
there's
the
just none
scene
of
where
that.
Han Solo is bad at convincing the guards that,
Yeah,
but then you get Leia coming through with the blaster, and it's like, oh, okay, someone here has like, a degree of knowing what the fuck they're doing.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Um, but if Roger's just kind of like suck ass at everything, and everyone else is like evil, there's nothing to hang on to. It's just a bunch of like skits, and the skits aren't that good.
no, they're really not. Like, it's just, and just so much of it is just, it's just entirely referential.
Yeah,
This one I think honestly suffered from the most because it where it had like kind of these long stretches that didn't feel referential, and it was just like, why are we doing this? Like, this is just,
yeah,
you do you not know what to do if there's nothing for you to like riff on?
yeah. It's weird because I feel like the logic has been the most clear of any of these,
Right until
but that
that
doesn't make
end.
the game good.
I like we get the logic is like actually pretty like, yeah, it does like we this is like one of the most coherent Sierra games right up until that ending run where it's just like, what?
It's just one maze. It goes right back to being coherent after that. That's the funny part.
Hmm?
But like so much of the narrative that I understand as someone who didn't play these games at the time is these games are bad because the adventure game part is bad. And I understand why people say that. Like I know about Cat Mustache, right? Infamous Cat Mustache. Um, but the having a good coherent adventure game is not enough. It's not enough to just the puzzles all flow from one to the other. Maybe it was fine when like we played Space Quest 1 and like when the puzzles were clicking, it was a pretty fun game because it's just like get this guy out of this weird situation. But now that they're focused more on like a cinematic, jokey narrative that's like really focused on characters and those interactions, you need something more than the game's puzzles to cohere. It's not enough.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. And it's funny because like, looking back on this, I bailed out of this at the time. When did this has to be pretty close to the time when let me check the date on that. Yeah. Like I'm just coming off of like Monkey Island 2 in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't play that at launch, so I played that around like 1990, like probably around 1992 or so. Um, like there are games that even when they are more discordant in terms of adventure games, and like there are definitely stretches of the Monkey Island games that are just kind of like this is obtuse. I don't, not really like why I'm doing something is just because I picked up everything and I eventually just went through the item list and clicked everything on everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But everything else there is conspiring together to create a world for Guybrush, a character that I can invest in, that even when he's completely incompetent, but he's still like very endearing, and like you clearly want him to win. Like as much as Guybrush ending up with Elaine, I know is contentious. There is a sense of like, well, let the guy have his win. Like let the bumbling idiot get the hot, competent girlfriend, and they can live happily ever after in Pirate Kingdom. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't want Guybrush to succeed.
You mean Roger?
Roger, yeah, I like look at Roger and I'm just like, I kind of hate you. I think you probably smell bad.
Yeah.
You probably have
The
jock itch.
the relationship that like focused that this one was focused on felt perfunctory. Just like get Roger a hot wife. She's not a character. There's Drool and Flo, the only characters in this video game, and Cliffy. Cliffy sometimes. Hot Cliffy is real.
Hot Cliffy is
64.
real.
Um, but those incidental characters have much more things to hold on to than the actual driving force of Quirk and Wankmeister. And fucking listen to this sound. Ambassador Wankmeister, get out of here. It's just like you've made Police Quest, or Police Academy, not Police Quest, Police Academy, which is like it will probably be delightful to 10-year-olds, but nobody else.
Yeah. Like, it's weird because it's like, there's an opportunity to, like, make a comment on Janice Rand.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we just completely just, like, like, we could have had, like, the Kirk and Yeoman Rand, complication going on here. And, like, we could have done something with it, but we didn't.
No.
Like,
I
instead
mean,
we just make... go ahead.
The people here don't actually care about Star Trek enough to make that thing,
No.
right?
Like, I don't think they know enough about Star Trek to make that
Yeah.
thing. I think, like, they maybe watched, like, Star Trek 4. And, like...
Yeah.
God, I'm surprised.
Fine, but... Go ahead.
I was just like, I'm surprised we got through this without an EcoQuest, Star Trek 4, space whale joke.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's what I was expecting at some point. It's just like, oh, we're gonna have a big whale, and then the kid from EcoQuest comes, like, swimming by in space.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, we don't even get that much. King's Quest.
I just think they're pulled to be more diverse in terms of, like, sci-fi stuff they're lifting from.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. It just feels like they were tasked with writing a space adventure, and they made a normal event. Like, the first couple of these are just adventure. They don't have to be space based, right? They could have been anything. The space theming is really light, but the more story you pack in, the more you have to commit to a world state. And I just don't. I don't believe they actually care enough about sci-fi to write that.
Yeah, no, I think it's they looked at what Sierra had, and they were like, well, you've got Police Quest, you've got King's Quest. What can we do? Oh, you don't have a sci-fi one. We could do a sci-fi one.
Yeah.
And then that could get us, like, 5 sequels, and it does, but it's clearly someone was like writing this because they needed to write something, and they were like, yeah, we could do sci-fi, sure.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, I feel like ultimately, even though I thought 4 was, like, a bad game, it feels like the final version of the ideas of Space Quest.
Yeah, it really does. I think it's much like, I liked it at the time. At least I thought I liked it at the time, and then playing again, I was just like, God, this is miserable and awful. But yeah, I think it certainly is much more the final form of Space Quest than Space Quest 5 ends up being.
Mm-hmm.
But Space Quest 5 is not the final form of Space Quest. We get Space Quest 6, and I guess before that we have the demo for Space Quest 6.
Yes, there's a demo that is an entirely unique scenario made specifically for the demo.
So I guess next week when we come back, we will be doing the demo for Space Quest 6 as we can begin to conclude our epic voyage through the Space Quest games.
You know, in finding the info, I've learned 2 facts about Space Quest 6 that I guess I'm relatively excited for. One of them, anyway.
What I think?
The first one is that it has verbs on the bottom like a scum game.
Wow.
Yeah, they just fully gave up. And 2, we're back to voice acting.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
I don't like. I mean, I'll be happy to not have to do my same 3 New Jersey voices anymore.
Yes.
But that's.
I assume by 95 they were like, we just have to pay for the voices. There's no way to get around.
You can't get around it. Though, I mean, well, God, I mean, Sierra or LucasArts has been doing talkie games since fucking Sam and Max, and
yes,
you have to. Sorry. Gabriel Knight's got voices at this point. So, yeah. Well, where can the people find you? What have you been up to? What's coming up? Let them
you can
know.
find me on Twitter at em_being, where I'm actually trying to tweet a little more. I'm doing okay. You can find all my podcasts at abnormalmapping.com. We recently released the latest Abnormal Mapping on Potion Quest. I thought that was very good. We have another Abnormal Mapping coming in 2 weeks, just because I've played too many video games, to put it all in one episode, so I have to break that out. So if you'd like to hear my thoughts on Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 like 2017, Resident Evil 3, and Resident Evil 3 2019, whenever that game came out, and many other games besides, look for that there.
I'm glad that you're doing a continuation of our Resident Evil episode. So that's
that episode really reminded me that before I got into this stuff, like back in the aughts, Resident Evil was the thing I was the least brain normal about. I was just all in on Resident Evil, and then 5 really kind of killed it. I was like not interested in the co-op game that was like when I played Resident Evil 4, I was like, this is too actiony. I really wish they'd go back to making a game about using keys to open doors. And then I played the demo to 5, and I was like, this is everything I hate about video games, and never played it, and then basically fell off Resident Evil entirely.
That's really, really wonderful. So I'm glad that unlocked for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So mosey on over to Abnormal Mapping and go listen to those episodes. The Potion Crest episode is wonderful. I really enjoyed that. Like as soon as it came out, I was like, I gotta listen to this. And I guess there's a new VoIP Life coming soon too for the fancy subscribers.
There is if you want to go to patreon.com/normal mapping, you give me and Jackson $10 a month. You have VoIP Life comes out every 2 weeks. This upcoming VoIP Life is 3 things. It is a half-hour discussion about the shuttering of Waypoint and the state of games criticism and being online and working in games. Dia comes up for sure, as you might expect, because I mostly talk about all my friends who are still doing this despite everything, and you are chief among them. There is a bit about the Kurt Busiek Final Fantasy comic that Disney Comics was going to make in the early 90s, because that thread was going around. And then I do like a brief breakdown of Chobits, the Clamp comic. Those are the 3 things to look forward to on VoIP Life this week.
It's such a good show. Like I know it's a big ask at $10 a month, but it is probably one of my favorite things to listen to.
Yeah, normally it's more like kind of free form goofing off, but we had like some stuff to talk about with the Waypoint stuff and things just coming up. So I think it's a very packed episode, which is not always the case. But I think if you want to enjoy 2 friends who just do this all the time, hanging out, you want to be a little parasocial for me and Jackson, and you want to support our podcast, I think it's a good podcast for your dollar.
And no one podcasts harder than Jackson and Nap. They are pros, like serious pros. Everything I know about recording, I know from them. And most of the time I feel bad because I feel like I'm letting them down with either regards to my audio quality, my ability to like nail an ending or whatever.
I think you are underselling yourself grievously.
Maybe, but my mental illness is that I always feel like I am letting you down. But you're
like one of my favorite people. Just like this LP, like I don't give a shit about Space Quest. Don't, whatever. But it's been nice to come here every Sunday and just be able to like free-form vibe about some stuff that comes to mind through playing Space Quest. I could sit and talk about space malls for hours and have a great time. That's all I want in life.
Well, when I finally get around to doing the terrible space gender game, I'll bring you back.
Excuse me?
There's a terrible. It's Rex Nebular.
Okay.
And the Cosmic Gender Bender.
Oh no! Why couldn't you bring me back for a good game?
No, because you did Space Quest with me, so we have to do Rex Nebular and the Cosmic Gender Bender.
You're never going to play Gabriel Knight 2. You need to see Gabriel Knight 2.
I will bring you back for a good game, but I'm also bringing you back for Rex Nebular and the Cosmic Gender Bender, which was a point-and-click graphic adventure game developed and published by Microprose, who are Titans, in November of 1992.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in between Space Quest 4 and 5.
Yeah. And that was a game that I remember vividly going to this weirdo who was on my lived on my block, that like my parents were like, you need friends, you need to go outside and be friends with people in the neighborhood. Go hang out with this kid. And he was a weirdo. He turned out to be a biter. In 1992 when I was we were 9. So he was a biter at 9. You should be out of that by the time you're 9, just so you know. In case
This game looks like a fresh hell.
it
I'll be honest. I'm
it
looking at
is.
screenshots.
It was embarrassing when I was 9. And I don't mean embarrassing like, oh no, there are boobs on the screen. Ah, I'm 9. No, I mean it was like deeply, deeply embarrassing when I was 9. I'll also bring you back for a good game. I got to figure out what's a really good game to bring you back for when I start doing the adventure games hardcore. But we'll do it. We'll do it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's a nice chill way to end my Sundays.
It's true. So, from now on, you can find me at Dialacina on Twitter until Twitter blows up. I'm not going anywhere. You can find me at YouTube at Dialacina. You can find me at patreon.com/Dialacina. Tell your friends, like and subscribe, retweet stuff. Makes life better for all of us. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.